Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Best of Bundle Bash Bundle of October 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to support the channel by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Clue/Cluedo Classic Edition. The digital version of the classic mystery board game invites you to solve a murder in a locked mansion. You play as iconic characters like Miss Scarlet and Colonel Mustard, rolling dice to navigate the mansion, questioning fellow players, and collecting clues to deduce the criminal, the weapon, and the room where it all went down. In this game, up to 6 players can participate, either online or locally, and there's even a single player mode with customizable AI. The interface offers tools to help you track your progress and formulate your accusations. As you gather clues from others, it's all about thinking strategically and making sure you're first to solve the case. The game is faithful to the original Clue, keeping the familiar mechanics intact, but adds fresh themes and cosmetic options through downloadable content. While these extras are purely visual, some users feel the game leans too much on DLC for variety, which can be off-putting. Despite this, Clue/Cluedo Classic Edition provides an entertaining and engaging experience, especially when played with friends or family. Its cross-platform multiplayer and smooth gameplay make it a modern way to enjoy this timeless classic. Whether you're revisiting Clue or discovering it for the first time, this digital edition is a strong contender for your next game night. At number 2 we have Forgive Me Father, a first-person shooter action game with an interesting art style based on Lovecraftian lore. You play as either a priest or a journalist, searching for your cousin. However, things aren't as simple as you think, as you have to murder otherworldly beasts and zombies on the way. You'll be shooting these beasts with a variety of weapons, ranging from a pistol, shotgun, and all the way to more interesting weapons like the harpoon or an energy bolt gun thing called the Energy Catalyst. Although each character pretty much have the same weapon skills, they differ from each other from activated skills, like the priest has more defensive abilities like invulnerability and self-healing, while the journalist has more offensive abilities, like doing AoE damage, buffing her melee attack, or stealing health from enemies. The game plays a lot like classic Doom, where a character will sprint around maps, running and gunning without any aim down sights. In fact, there isn't any reloading either, so you'll be constantly running around mowing enemies down. Ammo does get more scarce at higher difficulties, so you'll want to watch your ammo count. Replayability comes from not only the 2 characters but also in weapon upgrades. At some point while upgrading, the game forces you to choose how you would like to evolve your weapon. You could turn your shotgun into a cursed shotgun or a machine gun that fires laser beams. Another unique aspect of this game is the madness meter. The meter grows for every enemy you kill, and once you reach its threshold, your screen becomes pasted in purple and your damage and defense will increase as you charge your abilities, rewarding highly aggressive playstyles. In terms of the levels, it is like classic Doom as well, where you are tasked to look for keys to unlock a door to enter the next area. Forgive Me Father is a great first-person shooter game with an interesting comic book art style and classic first-person gameplay mechanics. At number 3 we have Clue/Cluedo 2023, a digital adaptation of the classic board game, challenging you to solve intricate murder mysteries with a modern twist. The game enhances the traditional experience by introducing fresh investigation formats exclusive to this version. As a detective, you'll need to use your powers of deduction to uncover the culprit, the weapon, and the crime scene. You will explore familiar settings, like the Tudor Mansion, and new environments, such as the Whispering Pines Retreat. The game allows you to play by the classic rules, or experiment with unique interrogation methods. You can interrogate multiple suspects at once, unlocking detailed backstories and hidden motives. Whether you prefer single-player or multiplayer modes, Clue/Cluedo 2023 keeps you engaged with every case. Visually, the game shines with fully animated 3D environments, adding a layer of immersion to each crime scene. The game's design makes it easy to dive into, especially with the options to adjust difficulty levels for more challenging gameplay. You can even compete against AI detectives or challenge friends and family in local multiplayer. With positive feedback from users and ongoing updates, including new crime scenes, the game provides endless replayability. However, some users note that additional content can feel pricey. Still, if you're a fan of the original board game or just love solving mysteries, Clue/Cluedo 2023 is a solid choice that offers hours of thrilling detective work. At number 4 we have URBO, a relaxing puzzle game where you build tiny cities on small boards by merging similar buildings. Drawing inspiration from Threes and Dorfromantik, this game offers a soothing city building experience without the pressure of time limits or threats. In URBO, you place 3 identical buildings together, and they combine into a more advanced structure. The challenge lies in carefully planning each placement to avoid blocking future moves. The game's charm comes from its simplicity, as you build tiny settlements on a variety of landscapes, such as cliffs, deserts, and coastal outcrops. Each environment has its own unique features, encouraging you to think strategically. You can rotate the map, and adjust the camera to suit your view, allowing you to admire your evolving town from different angles. With each session, you unlock new building types and environments, adding to the game's replayability. Although purely cosmetic, these additions enhance the relaxing, meditative vibe of URBO. The game also includes time of day options, allowing you to immerse yourself in the tranquil glow of a sunrise or the soft shadows of dusk. The addition of symbols that display building levels helps you plan your moves more effectively. URBO is a calming, small-scale puzzle game that invites you to unwind and lose track of time while constructing your own cozy town. If you enjoy strategic puzzle games with a laid-back atmosphere, URBO is a delightful option. And number 5 we have Gibbon Beyond the Trees, a short but impactful game that takes you on a heartfelt ecological journey. This game highlights the plight of gibbons and the environmental threats they face, all within a 60-minute story that is as engaging as it is thought-provoking. You start as a member of a gibbon family, swinging through the vibrant rainforests of Southeast Asia. The game's mechanics mimic an endless runner, with the press of a button propelling a gibbon forward and another button initiating a run. The fluidity of movement is mesmerizing, as you leap, swing, and slide through the lush environments. The controls are intuitive, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the gibbon's acrobatic world. The visual design is stunning, with each environment beautifully rendered to reflect the contrast between natural habitats and human encroachment. As you progress, the serene forests give way to logging communities, urban jungles, and perilous obstacles like forest fires. These shifts in scenery effectively conveys the game's ecological message, making you long for the simplicity and safety of the untouched forest. Gibbon Beyond the Trees excels in its ability to balance joy and urgency. The swinging mechanics are delightful, especially when performing sick backflips and assists with fellow gibbons. The game also introduces moments of tension, such as the dramatic helicopter chase, highlighting the dangers posed by deforestation and poaching. While the narrative can sometimes feel heavy-handed, the game's heart is in the right place. The final act, where you race to rescue a kidnapped baby gibbon, might seem overly dramatic, but it underscores the real-world issues the game aims to address. The Endless Liberation mode offers additional replay value, allowing you to explore the environments further and appreciate the intricate details you might have missed during the main story. Gibbon Beyond the Trees is a beautiful, emotionally resonant game that combines exhilarating gameplay with a powerful ecological message. It's a short experience, but one that leaves a lasting impression, celebrating the beauty of these endangered creatures while urging you to consider the impacts of human actions on their survival. And number 6 we have The Quest, a classic indie RPG that brings you back to the golden age of computer role-playing games. You step into the shoes of an agent sent by the king to investigate a governor's mysterious disappearance on a remote island. As you explore this vast, non-linear world, you will face numerous challenges, from battling fierce monsters to solving intricate quests. The game's charm lies in its old-school mechanics, turn-based combat, tile-based movement, and a deep character customization system. You will start by creating a character from a variety of races and professions, each offering unique skills and attributes. As you progress, side quests will become your bread and butter, providing the experience and gold necessary to enhance your abilities and equipment. Combat, while simple, requires strategic thinking, especially as you face tougher enemies. Magic, crafting, and enchanting play crucial roles in your survival, with a robust system that lets you tailor your gear to fit your playstyle. The quest's world is massive, offering over 100,000 squares of exploration. Despite its retro graphics, the game captivates with its depth and rewarding progression. However, you will need patience and tactical savvy to overcome its challenges. With a mix of exploration, combat, and puzzle solving, The Quest is a must-play for fans of traditional RPGs who crave a challenging and immersive experience. And number 7 we have Dimensional Slaughter, an adrenaline-packed, fast-paced roguelike movement shooter that challenges you to stay in constant motion while battling enemies across various dimensions. Drawing inspiration from titles like Ultrakill and Post-Void, this game throws you into a chaotic combat where every kill is essential for healing, and one wrong move can lead to permadeath, forcing you to start all over again. In this shooter, you're tasked with non-stop running, shooting, and dodging to survive. The movement mechanics shine, letting you slide, wall jump, and even rocket jump to evade enemy attacks or unleash devastating blows. The fast pace of the game keeps you on edge, and mastering the complex movement system is key to success. The procedural levels and randomized enemy waves add variety to each run, making every attempt feel fresh. The retro-styled visuals and metal soundtrack create a high-energy atmosphere, amplifying the tension and excitement. With leaderboards, you can also compete with others in speedruns, adding to the game's replayability. However, some players find the difficulty overwhelming, especially with the weapon balancing and aggressive enemy spawn rates. But, if you enjoy hardcore shooters, this challenge might be what draws you in. For those who thrive on quick reflexes and relentless action, Dimensional Slaughter offers an intense and rewarding experience. Just be prepared for a steep learning curve, and get ready to embrace the chaos. At number 8 we have Deathbloom Chapter 1, a classic survival horror game set within the eerie and expansive BAAM Manor. You navigate the sprawling corridors, solving puzzles and battling the sinister inhabitants as you uncover the dark secrets hidden within. The game draws heavily on the survival horror genre, similar to classics like Resident Evil. As you explore the manor's maze of rooms and hidden passages, you'll need to keep an eye out for weapons, keys, and clues to progress. The game's atmosphere does a great job building suspense, with a haunting soundtrack and well-placed creepy moments. However, do not expect jump scares. Deathbloom focuses more on tension and psychological horror. You'll find a decent variety of enemies, from numb bodies to feral dogs, all keeping you on edge as you fight to survive. Combat is relatively simple, with a range of weapons at your disposal, but the challenge lies in resource management. Ammo is scarce, so every shot counts. While the environment is immersive, there are a few drawbacks. Some sections are frustratingly dark, and the map can be confusing, making navigation a bit of a chore. The game is not long, but its pacing feels right, and it leaves you wanting more for Chapter 2. Deathbloom Chapter 1 offers an engaging throwback to survival horror, with a solid mix of exploration, puzzles, and combat. At number 9 we have Deathbloom Chapter 2, a direct continuation of the survival horror saga, where you return to the chilling halls of BAAM Manor. This chapter ramps up the intensity as you delve deeper into the estate, encountering new areas like the lower house, abandoned wing, and the ominous bunker known as Salvation. If you enjoyed the atmospheric terror of the first chapter, this shorter but more action-packed conclusion will give you the final pieces of the story. You'll find the gameplay more combat-heavy compared to its predecessor, with 10 weapons scattered across the dark, eerie corridors, giving you plenty of firepower to face the horrors lurking within. Puzzles and hidden passageways keep exploration engaging, but the sense of dread from the original remains. The hallucination sequences blur the line between reality and nightmare, adding to the game's unsettling atmosphere. However, while it wraps up the story started in Chapter 1, the experience is notably more linear and significantly shorter. At around 1.5 to 2 hours of playtime, it's a bite-sized conclusion, leaving some wishing it released as a single game rather than 2 chapters. Despite its brief length, Deathbloom Chapter 2 offers a satisfying, action-packed conclusion for those who loved the first game. If you're a fan of classic survivor horror, it's worth picking up, especially when bundled with Chapter 1. At number 10 we have Boti, Byteland Overclocked, a game that delivers a classic 3D platformer experience with a modern twist, appealing to both tech-savvy players and those new to the genre. It immerses you in a charming world, populated by quirky robots, and offers a mix of engaging gameplay and minigames. Despite some downsides, like controller preference and repetitive music, it remains a delightful adventure that invokes nostalgia for 3D platformer enthusiasts. The game's straightforward systems make it easy to pick up, making it a fantastic choice for those seeking a delightful and uncomplicated experience. It blends classic 3D platformer elements into a modern gaming environment, allowing players to enjoy a nostalgic gaming experience while exploring the inner workings of computers and tech-related concepts. As Boti, the data robot, your mission in Byteland unfolds after a simple tutorial. You'll take on viruses, glitches, and guards while collecting data and solving puzzles. The game's rich assortment of minigames adds excitement, and hidden treasures like bot coins and outfits keep you engaged. However, the game's controls are clearly optimized for a controller, which may pose challenges for keyboard users. Additionally, the soundtrack, while engaging, can become repetitive during extended gameplay. Despite these drawbacks, Boti Byteland Overclocked is a charming stylized 3D platformer that welcomes you into its world instantly. Whether you play solo or cooperatively, it promises a wonderful and engaging experience, especially if you have a history with 3D platformers. It's a delightful journey that combines nostalgia with modern gaming concepts, making it worth a try for platformer enthusiasts. And that's all for this bundle. The Best of Bundle Bash bundle offers a diverse array of gaming experiences. They cater to both the quirky and the adventurous. From the charm of The Quest, where undead characters bring unexpected warmth, to titles like Luck Be a Landlord and Moonlighter, there's something for everyone. The unique atmosphere and engaging mechanics in these games promise hours of enjoyment. Whether you're exploring a vibrant world or solving puzzles, this bundle is definitely worth diving into. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.